Welcome to another ICP price update. So ICP did something very interesting. As you can see, it reacted to the trend line for the fourth time in a row now. And if history will repeat itself, and if we will do what we did in the previous few times, then maybe it's safe to assume that we will go in a C wave right now. Now, of course, I cannot confirm that, but it is interesting that ICP reacted to the trend line 4 times already. And, we did not go below it, which is very bullish in my opinion. Now, of course, we did get another B-wave low, which was to be expected because these lows right here did not go to the 0.786 support level. And yeah, right now we could be bouncing. Now, of course, I don't know if that will happen because Bitcoin dominance is still going up right now. And it's hard to say if ICP will actually start going up. Now, of course, ICP could start going up because, the market cap of ICP is not as big as the other altcoins. So, of course, the Bitcoin dominance chart is not going to impact it as much, but I still think it's going to impact it a little bit at least. And if we do not go down, we're pretty much most likely going to continue going sideways just because Bitcoin dominance is close to topping. Like I said, it's currently at 59%. It just hit a new cycle high, which is very bullish. And yeah, like I said many times, it should top at 60% and then we should get the altcoin season. Now, like I've mentioned multiple times already, I'm not sure if it will top in October or if we will actually continue going up until December. It's hard to say right now because, this cannot really be predicted. I mean, if you want to predict this based on what happened in the previous cycle, as you can see in the previous cycle, we actually topped in December, at the end of December. So maybe it's safe to say that we will continue going up until December and we will get to 60% by December and then we start going down. But of course, we do not have to copy what we did over there one by one because as you can see in the previous cycle, at least on the Bitcoin dominance chart, we did not go up in a straight line like we did in this cycle right here. So we don't have to copy everything we did here, We could just start going down and that would mark the start of the altcoin season. Now, to confirm that we are actually in an altcoin season, we need a break below the bull market support band and we need to get below, let's say 56%. And then we need to close below there for some weeks, I guess 2 or 3 weeks. And maybe even get to like 52%. Once we get to 52%, I think that will confirm that the altcoin season is actually happening because, this could be a fake out. We could go to 52% and then we could bounce for like 64% or so. I mean, we don't have to go to exactly 60% on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, obviously, if we want to copy what we did in the previous cycle, as you can see in the previous cycle, we did not get to the 0.618 extension, so we did not touch that. So maybe we'll do the exact same thing in this cycle, but maybe we'll not. Maybe we'll just go above the 0.618 and get to like 63% or so, and then we start dropping. It's hard to say what will happen. Now, if we go on the Bitcoin chart, as you can see, Bitcoin is still expected to go up. As you can see, it reacted to the trend line multiple times here, and it does not look like it will go down anytime soon. I have a support zone for this as well, but, I don't think it will go down if it already started going up after testing the trend line. So I think it's safe to assume that we break out of the trend line and we start going up very soon. And if we do that, we should get to at least 80K on the Bitcoin chart. And that will complete a third wave of this 1-2 setup. And it will also complete the C wave of this AB structure. So yeah, things are looking good. I think Bitcoin will finally stop going sideways. And if that happens, I think Bitcoin dominance will continue going up. And by the time Bitcoin gets like 90K, it will most likely need a correction in the fourth wave move down right here. Now, of course, we cannot have to get to 90K in the third wave. The third wave target is 80K. But after that, let's say we get somewhere in between, like let's say we get to 84K. After that, we'll need a fourth wave move down, which could get us like 70K or so, maybe 75K. And then a fifth wave move up should start the altcoin season. Now, I'm not saying that this will happen because we don't know if this will happen, but there's a chance that this happens. And if it does happen, then the altcoin season, in my opinion, should start very soon. And that will make the ICP chart go crazy. But until that, yeah, we'll most likely continue going sideways and, we're just going to continue being in this ascending triangle, which is not bearish because, we keep putting in higher lows, which is good, and we are holding the support levels and the trend line. So that's good. Now, let me talk about the Elliot wave count again. So here we went up in a 1-2 setup. ICP was one of the only coins to hold this second wave move down, so it did not get another move down in the main second wave move, which is bullish. And as you can see, it reacted to the trend line right here. Then we got an ABC structure to form a first wave of a third wave of this 1-2 setup. And then we got another ABC structure to form a second wave of that third wave. And now I'm expecting a third wave of that third wave, and maybe we've started it already, but I cannot confirm that. I mean, we do have a 1-2 setup right here, and support numbers are being respected. The trend line is also being respected, but we still need to get to the 200% extension right here in the C wave of this AB structure to get to about $13.79 and to complete the third wave and the C wave right here. Then after we do that, you can expect a fourth wave move down, and this could take a week or 2 or 3. As you can see, the second wave move down took about, 2 or 3 weeks, so this could take longer or shorter, doesn't really matter. And then after that, we should get a fifth wave move up, and the fifth wave move up should get to the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup right here, the yellow 1-2 setup, and that will complete the third wave of the 1-2 setup and the fifth wave of this third wave right here. And once we get to that level, then we need a fourth wave move down of the yellow wave count and a fifth wave move up to complete a first wave of the main third wave move to the upside. Now let me go on the weekly for this. So this would be the first wave of the main third wave to the upside, which is right here. And this would be the third wave of this main 1-2 setup right here that started after we got the bear market low in September of 2023. So yeah, I don't know what will happen after the third wave. Like I said many times, it's hard to say, but I think it's safe to assume that we will get a third wave if ICP holds above $2.80, and right now it looks like it will hold above that level, so we'll most likely get a third wave. I just don't know when it will happen, but we should get one when the Altcoin season starts. And no matter if it starts in October or if it starts in December, I think we'll start the third wave in 2 months at most, maybe 2.5 months. If we do not start the third wave by January of next year, then I think this setup will just break to the downside, because we cannot afford to be in a 1-2 setup for this long. I mean, we have already been in a second wave move down for about 7 months now, and at some point we need to bounce if we want to prove that ICP can actually go in a third wave move. And then after the third wave move, which needs to go up in 5 waves, I don't know what will happen. Maybe we'll get the fourth and the fifth, but it's hard to say. Maybe the fourth wave will be a bear market and the fifth wave will be the next bull market. I don't know, but ICP has a chance to get at least above this previous high right here. Probably not above this high right here. I mean, this is at $600, and this is this was market manipulation, so it's really hard to go above that level. And if you check out what the market cap of ICP was when ICP wasn't $600, you'd see why this is just manipulation. I mean, the market cap was not really that big when we were at $600. I don't want to explain too much about this because that's not what this video is about. But, if you want to understand why this is manipulation, then just go on the coin market cap chart and look at the price chart history and the market cap history. One more thing I want to say is that on the weekly RSI, we are currently fighting the yellow line, as you can see, and we are actually very close to it. But we did close above it, so maybe this is a sign that we will start bouncing very soon, because usually when we get rejected by the yellow line, we go down like we did over here and over here. But right now we did not get rejected by the yellow line. As you can see, we actually stayed above it, and maybe we'll just start bouncing very soon like we did over here. As you can see here, after we tested the yellow line multiple times, each time we tested it, we got rejected, but then all of a sudden when we got above it and when we got above the bull market support band and above the yellow line, the price and the RSI just exploded to the upside and we had a huge pump. So maybe that will just happen again. I mean, I don't know why it would not happen again. It's pretty much the exact same structure. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Now, of course, the flutter is a bit different because as you can see in this 1-2 setup, this 1-2 setup got invalidated. So, they're not exactly the same structure, but they look very similar, at least on the RSI. So maybe we'll just do it again. But to do that, we still need to get above the bull market support band. And if we look at where we're at right now, as you can see, we are very close to it. So if we want to test that, we will most likely test it very soon. If we do not get above it, I think it's very likely that we will break out of this ascending triangle and we will test the new lows because, If we want to stay bullish, we need to get above it, and if we do not, then yeah, it's not going to be a good sign. But like I said, if we do get another long main second wave move down right here, it's not going to be the end of the world because we are still far away from that $2.80 region. And yeah, we could theoretically get another low and things would be fine in my opinion. But we'll see what happens with this. I hope you enjoyed. Check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.